Fit check. So it's currently March 1st. This is definitely not the usual vlog, recap vlog, but to be very honest, it's gonna be a really lazy vlog because I've got absolutely nothing prepared. I did not take any pictures of what music I listened to. I did not really watch or play anything of interest. No, I guess I did, but I don't have anything like, that's a bad angle. I don't have anything prepared. I don't have anything written down. I'm not even in a spot. I'm just walking around my yard. Oh my goodness, my hat. As you can see, I'm in my Lily cosplay, but it doesn't matter because I'm not actually going to be talking about that until next month because it's currently March 1st and I did this today. So, you know, I was going to walk around with this, but literally my arm already hurts. Let me see if I can prop you somewhere. Please, 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 baby. Please. Oh, no, let's try my hat. Oh my goodness, this is not going well at all. Let me see. That's not working either. That's not gonna work. That tree's too big. Well, shoot, I guess I'm gonna walk until I find a place. Okay, let's put the hat back on. All right, so February. What did I do in February? Well, what didn't I do? No, really the most important thing to happen in February was, of course, my marriage anniversary, my dating anniversary. We got married on our dating anniversary, so we don't have to come up with a new date, which is February 28th. That's when we, well, not when we first met, when we first officially started dating was February 28th. And so it's been 5 years since we've been dating, and oh, I'm hot. Whew, that's not a good look. And 5 years since we've been dating and 1 year since we've been married. So that's fun. And for our anniversary, we went to Knoxville. And we stayed in Knoxville just for a day, or a night, because she didn't want to be away from the cats for too long. So we stayed at a Drury Inn. You know, I talked about back in August. We stayed at a Drury Inn. It's one of our favorite places to stay because they serve free dinner. And it's only about an hour drive. My hat, this video is very not good. I should probably find a spot to sit. So we took off work Friday and we went down there, and check-in wasn't until 3 o'clock. So we got there at like 12-ish, and we got there around 12-ish, and instead of going to the hotel first, because obviously we couldn't check in, you okay? Oh no, after years of having it. Sounds like we need a Home Depot run. But yeah, we went to the Knoxville Zoo. And we saw all sorts. Of course, we saw my favorite, the red pandas. And then we also saw this monkey. God, I don't remember what it's called now, but this monkey that kept following us around. It was like a little tree house you could walk through. And he kept following us around the little tree house. That was cool. And we saw the Komodo dragon. That's one of my wife's favorite animals, Komodo dragon. She's talking to herself. I'm talking to myself too. That's one of her favorite animals. That thing was huge. I don't know. I think I definitely got a picture of it somewhere. Huh? Oh, she replied a heart emoji. Not camera. Because I'm vlogging. About the month. The month of February. Anyway, my hat again. She distracted me. But we walked around the zoo. It was good. Maybe like 2 hours. It wasn't too bad. But it was fun. Although towards the end, despite bringing a lunch, Amber was starving. So we went back to the hotel. We kind of got stuck in some traffic. We went back to the hotel. And let me see if I can prop you up here. That's where I did my fit check. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. I don't have a chair though. I'll just stand, I guess. So we went back to the hotel. It was only like 3:20. And usually when we go to a hotel, we ask for the second floor because my wife is afraid of heights. And that's like usually the lowest floor it goes. So I usually ask for the second floor. But when we got there, literally, it was packed. It was a bunch of old people. I guess because old people don't have nothing better to do but to go on vacation. So we got there and we literally got the last room on the second floor, which was nice. But we went there, and then for dinner, it was baked potato and Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. And actually, I can't remember if this was the case at the other hotel or not, but our drink card, we got a drink card, and we got 3 free drinks each. Of course, Amber doesn't really drink, and I don't really drink very often. But I did drink that time. I figured out it was called tequila sunrise. I don't know. I just went up and asked the bartender. I was like, hey, I don't drink alcohol, but I want to drink one tonight. I like sweet, and I don't like to taste it. She goes, okay, I'll make you this. So she made it for me. It tasted really gross at first because I didn't know you had to like mix it up. But once I mixed it up, it was really sweet. It was really good. So that was good. It didn't really, usually alcohol really bothers me a whole lot, but it didn't really bother me much at all. You crashing again? Are you coming to cut over here? Yeah. I'm moving. Stingy. And then after dinner, we went to the hotel room for a little bit. And then we went off. They had the indoor pool. And I was not expecting the outdoor pool to also be open. But it was. And the thing about the one at the Drury Inn is they got this little flap that separates the indoor and the outdoor pool. Of course, they close it in the winter. But it was open. And I guess the outdoor pool was open, which is crazy. But the outdoor pool was open. And let me see. This is where I had you propped up at one point. Can you see me good there? If I sit? Yeah, okay. Anyway, sun hat not doing anything to protect me from the sun. So we got into the hot tub. And I got to the pool once, but it was too cold, so I got back into the hot tub. But we sat in the hot tub for a little bit, and then we went upstairs and went to sleep like a bunch of old people. But that's okay. We are kind of old people. Amber will be 30 this year. I'll be 26. So, yeah, and then we got up, and we went to, well, first we went to the Carm thrift stores. There wasn't too much. It was all kind of overpriced. And then we actually ended up going to McKay's, which McKay's in Knoxville is closing due to the employees, I can only assume, unionizing, and they didn't want to give in to their demands. And so they just sold the whole store to somebody else, and they're tearing down the building, which is great. But everyone has lost their minds down there because I guess it's closing. And we originally had some stuff, but the line literally wrapped all the way like around, like inside the building, like around. And we were like, this is not even worth it, which is probably for the best anyways, because who knows if those people were even getting paid in there. That's horrible to say. But after the McKays, we went to the mall, which was obscenely crowded because, well, it was Pokemon Day. And everyone and their brother was playing Pokemon Go because there was a big old raid. And so it was so crowded. And we went and we shopped around. I bought these like little strawberry shortcake like hair bows from Box Lunch. And then my wife didn't really get anything. But we went to the food court and we ate, oh, what's it called? The Sabrazos, the pizza place. That's always in the food courts. And we got bubble tea. My bubble tea was real good. It was a pina colada with strawberry pop and boba. And besides that, we literally just, we were ready to be home, I guess. So after that, we stayed maybe like 30 hours in Knoxville. And then we came home and took a nap. And then we went back out, went to Goodwill, where Amber spent all the money she was supposed to spend in Knoxville at Goodwill, but that's okay. And that's really, honestly, it. We didn't do too much throughout the month of February. Of course, we didn't do anything for Valentine's Day because we want to save our money for our anniversary trip. So that's all I had to say about that. We took our anniversary trip to Knoxville and it was fun. Went to the zoo, went to the mall. As for music, from what I can gather, I've not been listening to anything new. It's just been the same kind of music I normally listen to. I'm afraid my AirPod's gonna fall out. It did earlier filming a TikTok. Nothing new to add. I don't have a picture, but I didn't make any new playlists. I did dig into my spring playlist, even though it's technically still winter in February. But I dug into my spring playlist a little bit, listened to a little bit of that. I'm ready for spring, even though I'm sweltering out here in the heat. It being 80 degrees, it's hot. And especially in this wig. It's an Arta wig. It's really expensive, really heavy, really nice. I will say we did watch a movie called Honey Don't. And it was because it had Aubrey Plaza and Sophie Thatcher? Margaret Thatcher? I don't remember her name. It's an actress, Amber Lights. But we watched it and it was really confusing. But really, it was I would say, I would recommend it. It was enjoyable. It was just really, really confusing. And it was about this PI who investigates this murder of this girl who was originally, she'd called her asking her for help. And this is gonna be spoilers, by the way, I'm gonna spoil it right now. She asked for help and then she ends up dead. And there's this like French woman who like covers it up. And she goes back to this pastor who's Chris Evans, and he's like this pastor of this cult that she was in, and he's like exploiting women or whatever. And so this whole time you think he's got something to do with it because he's over here like killing people and to silence them, but French lady don't like that he's killing people, and so she ends up killing him. And then you find out that the woman who was murdered was not murdered by evil pastor man, but he was murdered by police woman Aubrey Plaza, who was getting main character lady. They were in like a lesbian relationship or woman relationship. She was killing women because she was a victim, and she fought back and ended up killing her abuser. And so if women aren't strong enough to kill their abusers, then they're just not strong enough, which is interesting. But I guess she was a serial killer, which is not the first time Aubrey Plaza has played a serial killer. But yeah, enjoyable movie. I would recommend you watch it. It's very strange, very, very strange. But I mean, you can't get better than a bunch of gay women. There was a lot of sex in it, not just gay sex, just a lot of sex, period. But whatever. And for video games, really, I've not really had hardly any time between work and all the events or all the things I've done. Oh, I guess I did go to back up a little bit, reel it back a little bit. I did go to a coffee shop event. Was that January? Was that Maybe it was February because I feel like I posted, yes, because they redid it. So I did go. I think I've got my dates mixed up. I don't remember, actually. Pause. Let me check. Whatever. Back. Okay. It was February. Okay. Right, because I remember now because I filmed my video for January, February 1st. And I think I got my dates mixed up. But I did cosplay and go to an event at the same place at the local mall. Did I talk about? No, I didn't talk about Pokemon Day, the one I went to today, because I went to it today, March 1st. I'm getting so over myself. But we went to, so my mall has an anime coffee shop, and they celebrated their 3-year anniversary actually in January, but because of the snow, it got pushed to February. So I went, and I dressed up as Aelita from Code Lyoko. If you know, you know. It's for the girlies, of course. But I got a free coffee, and Amber got a free coffee. She dressed up as Binks from Hocus Pocus. And we got free coffees, and we walked around. There was a couple of vendors and stuff, but nothing really like too interesting. But it was fun. We got a little like free card thing. And it was snowy that day, and it was cold. We went with our friend and her 2 boys, and they didn't recognize me at first, and they didn't like that. But yeah, we did go to that. I forgot, that was the very first of the month. I guess the only thing I did was the first of the month and the last of the month. But I did do that. Good to know. Anyway, what was I saying before that? Video games. I've not been playing Duel Links as much. Mostly because the events have not intrigued me very much. I did play the Nash event because I wanted the character. I will always take a free character. But like the Kaiba Cup and stuff, I do not care. But I got Nash. And then I got really confused because after the Kaiba Cup, they ran Marin again, which I literally thought, didn't we just run Marin and her character? And so I thought, well, maybe it's a different event. No, it's the exact same one with the exact same story. I'm not sure why we're rerunning Marin already. I already have her, and so I've not really been playing much. I mean, I'm playing a little bit because I like the free stuff, but I've not really been playing her event because I literally just played her event. So that's fun, I guess. Oh, I'm really hot. It's really hot outside. I will talk about Stardew Valley because I have played Stardew Valley a little bit. Everyone is real spicy over Clint and, well, not Sandy, but Clint specifically. I am a part of the minority here. I don't love Clint. I don't hate him either. He's just kind of there. He's one of the NPCs in the game. I really don't think he's creepy. I do think some of the stuff he says is weird, but like a lot of stuff the NPCs say is weird, to be fair. Harvey literally says something along the lines of, I wonder if Maru needs sunscreen rubbed on her shoulders. They're all kind of weird. I mean, what does it matter? I know people wanted the wizard or whatever, which I don't think I would have minded the wizard either, but it doesn't bother me. I'm romancing Elliot on my playthrough right now, and I romance Sebastian on my playthrough on my computer, and then I romance Haley on another save on my Switch. If that just tells you the type of characters I like. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if I'll start a new save for them, but it's exciting to see new things. Another new update. Literally, I feel like I just got, because the Switch, I've been playing exclusively on my Switch. I feel like the Switch gets updates so late, so I feel like I just got the new update with the Meadow Farm. And now he's already announcing another new update. And I'm like, golly, I was just like, slow down. I need to catch up. I've not even done any like the trinkets or anything. I barely even got my special tree growing. I just put a tapper in it for its special sap. If that even tells you how far I've got. I just bought Pam a house too. So that's it. That's, I guess, all I really have to say. Again, this is really low effort, but that's okay, because this month was kind of low effort. I got another UTI this month. It literally almost killed me, I feel like, because I developed a fever, which I learned is not good. It gave me a migraine that lasted like 5 days. Yeah. That is it. If you like, feel free to subscribe. I promise most of these, I don't know, I haven't decided if I'm going to continue doing monthly updates or if I'm going to stop come May, because I started in May last year, if I'm just doing it for the year, or if I'm going to continue after that. I don't know. We'll just have to see if my life continues to be interesting or not.